As I understand it, at one point, years and years ago, generations ago, the Choctaw basically, the land that is now known as Mississippi was Choctaw land.
Well, that was the last 100 years. In the beginning, the whole South, what is now known as the South, was one republic, one nation. And the center, and this ran from Texas, Louisiana and Texas, west of the Mississippi River in Arkansas, all the way to the Atlantic Ocean, and from the Gulf Coast all the way to Virginia. And they all spoke the same language, and so this was the system that existed when the Europeans came. Now, even the Europeans acknowledged that I think they call them the 7 civilized tribes, but of course the historians credit the Choctaw with being the most highly advanced of them all. And actually how the Choctaw and Mississippi come, the governing district, like Washington, D.C., was always Mississippi, central Mississippi. And as the territory became smaller, ultimately only Mississippi and Alabama was left. And then in the end, only Mississippi was left. So that is how the process went.
I understand that is it your great-great-grandfather was one of the last official elected leaders of the Choctaw Nation.
Right. You see, right. It was my great-great-grandfather. And his name was General Sam Cobb. Now, of course, by the 1800s, almost all Native Americans east of the Mississippi River had taken on European names, and that but he was pure Native American, and his rank was, of course, British, because most all of the European nations gave, they either, you hear the French and Indian War, but every war almost, you had the Native Americans fighting either on one side or the other for the European. And of course, before he became the elected national leader, he was for many years an officer in the British and particularly in the American military.